Hey, welcome to The Explainer, where we break down complex and interesting topics into clear, engaging explainers. All right, let's dive right in. Today, we are talking about intermittent fasting. You've probably heard about it, but is it a legit health strategy or just another risky fad? The core idea isn't about what you eat, but when you eat.
So many people find traditional diets to be a real grind. All the calorie counting and restrictions. Proponents of fasting say it's way simpler because you don't have to eat less, just less often. But what does the science actually say?
So, first up, what is all the hype about? Why is everyone from top athletes to health gurus talking about this?
Well, at its heart, the idea is really simple. You create a dedicated eating window each day. And outside of that window, the kitchen's closed. You're in a fasted state, which gives your body a chance to rest and repair.
And this quote from Jen Stevens really hits the nail on the head. We're going to keep coming back to this idea, because finding a sustainable method that actually fits into your life is absolutely crucial.
Okay, so how do people actually do this? Let's break down the main methods, which range from super beginner-friendly to, well, pretty extreme.
This table lays out the big three, and these are great starting points. You've got the 12-hour fast, which is a fantastic entry point because, you're asleep for most of it. Then there's the 16-8 method. This is probably the one you've heard the most about. It usually means skipping breakfast. And finally, the 5-2 diet, which gives you more flexibility if you don't want to fast every single day.
Now, for those who want to take things a step further, there are definitely more intense versions. We're talking about fasting every other day, or even doing a full 24-hour fast once or twice a week. These can be effective, for sure, but let's be real. They are much tougher to stick with long-term.
So, you might be wondering, why on earth would anyone do this? Well, the list of potential rewards is pretty compelling, and it's why millions are giving it a shot.
A lot of the short-term research is really exciting. Studies have linked intermittent fasting to a whole range of good things, from fat burning and weight loss to better blood sugar control, reduced inflammation, and even reports of increased energy and mental focus. And this is one of the coolest parts. It's a process called autophagy. When you give your digestive system that long break, your body can kickstart this deep cellular cleanup. Think of it like your body's own spring cleaning crew, going in and clearing out junk to make way for new, healthy cells. This is Nobel Prize-winning science, folks.
Okay, so everything sounds pretty great so far, right? Well, hold on, because this is where our story takes a really dramatic and surprising turn that shocked a lot of people.
See, all that promise was mostly based on shorter-term results. The big looming question has always been, what happens in the long game? What are the effects when people do this for years and years?
And then in March of 2024, this number dropped like an absolute bombshell at a major American Heart Association conference.
Get this. Preliminary research from a study of over 20,000 adults suggested that people following that popular 16-8 method had a 91% higher risk of dying from cardiovascular disease.
Whoa. Okay, before anyone panics, let's put this into perspective, because this part is absolutely critical. First off, this research is preliminary. It hasn't even been published or peer-reviewed yet. Second, and this is huge, it was an observational study. It shows a correlation, a link. It does not prove that fasting caused the risk. They also based their data on what people said they ate on just 2 days, and they didn't account for the quality of the food. So, this raises a serious new question mark, but it definitely isn't a final answer.
So, we have these amazing potential benefits on one side and this big new question mark on the other. So where do we go from here? Well, let's talk about how to approach this the right way if you choose to try it.
The number one rule is to start slow. Seriously, don't just jump straight into a 16-hour fast. That's a recipe for feeling terrible and just giving up. A better way is to start by just cutting out snacks. Then, over time, you can gradually push your breakfast back a little later or eat dinner a little earlier. It's like training a muscle. You build up to it.
And listen, this part is just as important as the fast itself, how you break it. You've given your digestive system a long rest. The last thing you want to do is slam it with a huge, processed, sugary meal. Think gentle. Think nourishing. You want to ease back in with foods that are easy to digest.
And let's talk about some common mistakes so you can avoid them. A big one is thinking your eating window is a free-for-all for junk food. Nope, the quality of your food still really matters. Also, make sure you stay hydrated. Water and unsweetened tea are your best friends. And try not to be too rigid. It's okay to have an off day.
Okay, and this is super important. Intermittent fasting is absolutely not for everyone. If you have a history of eating disorders, if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, or if you have a condition like diabetes, you need to be extremely careful. This is one of those times where you have to talk to your doctor first. Period.
So, where does this all leave us? Intermittent fasting looks like a powerful tool, but it is not a magic bullet. It's one piece of a much, much larger health puzzle. The timing of your meals can be important, but maybe the real key is how it all works together with the quality of your food, how you move your body, and most importantly, how you listen to your own body's signals.